Hey everybody, how's it going? And I cannot hear myself. What is that? There we go. Can I hear myself now? That's better. Is my sync okay? I'm the Etcetera kid. I am a walking technical difficulty today. Perhaps, we'll see. If you're just watching for the first time, either live or on demand, and are wondering what is happening, this show is all about improvisation. Everything I do is improvised, made up from scratch on the spot. But it grows out of requests that you guys make in chat. You guys choose the tempo, the key. I turn your usernames into drum loops and drum fills. You guys choose the sounds. You guys help name the songs. It's a very collaborative effort that we have here. So with that introduction, looks like we already got a bunch of folks here making requests. Thank you for your patience. I know I am tardy. I did a ton of work this weekend, development work, both some software stuff, some hardware stuff, some studio stuff, which sadly, the benefits of which probably won't start to be seen until tomorrow because I still have a little bit more to do. So I'm not unveiling my big project today. Should be tomorrow or Wednesday. But I am trying out some new software I wrote or changed. And whenever I do that, bad things can happen. So I warn you guys in advance that today we may have numerous technical problems because I did as much bug testing as I had time for, but I really needed another day to the weekend. Anyway, with that warning up front, let me say hello to some folks. I only have the most recent messages, so I might miss a few folks. So if I don't say hello, it's because I didn't see your username, but it looks like we got Ship Snacks is here. Hey, Ship Snacks. Dorf's here. Jamiro Bruno. Let's see. Carlito's here. Dom Dude is here. Jonas is here. Drift Monkey. We got a new friend. Kysiltan is here. I think I saw Apicella earlier. Yeah. Hopefully that gets everyone. Yeah, Apicella's here. So So we're about to just jump right into the part of the code that What is that sound? Why can I hear that? Can you guys hear that? Did I forget to do something? Oh, that's what it is. There we go. That reminds me, I need to do one other thing quick. Okay. So what I was going to say is we are diving right into the part of the show that is most impacted by the programming changes I made. And so keep your fingers crossed. Let's see if things explode. I'm going to press a button. And I'm going to just really hope that this works. Oh, looks pretty good so far. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, that was a thing of beauty. You guys can't appreciate that, but what just happened made me very happy. Okay. I radically sped up the process of importing requests by, maybe it might be 20 times faster. Anyway, now it might have made some mistakes. That's certainly possible. But we have key of D minor from Dom Dude. We have 75 beats a minute from Drift Monkey. Drum moves from Sachiel and theLostElf. And actually, let me check one other thing quick. I'm probably going to be doing lots of pausing just to double check that I haven't introduced any unexpected bugs. let's see, seems to make sense. Anyway, drum loops from Sachiel and theLostElf. We got our drums from Jamiro Bruno. We're going to look at these sounds in just a moment. Whole bunch of drum fills. So right off the bat, we filled up every slot. Good job, guys. Well, Jonas, there's only 2 drum loops per song. So that's why you might not have. Because I can't fill every request every song. I wish I could, especially as we're getting more viewers. There's fewer slots available. Okay, let's see. So, since we have our sounds, let's load them up. See if this is working. Hey, Chief Cheddar is here. Let's see. Okay. And let's see. Just getting my bearings. It always takes me a few songs to remember how I'm supposed to run this show after a couple days away. All right. We got the... why is that happening? Okay, we should have our Epic Electro kit. There it is. That's a nice little kit to start us off. That means we can initialize, import our track names. We can generate our drum fills. Generate our drum loops. Okay, let's look at these 2 loops. So this is definitely the first, I think this is the first time we've looped Sachiel and theLostElf, right? Is this your first time immortalized in rhythmic form? So let's see. We'll check it. Let's see. What should we do? Let's just gonna drop the hi-hat volumes just a bit there. Let's make those snares more like ghosts. Add 1 kick here. Let's just add, that'll be it. Okay, this is Sachiel's beat. Nice. That'll be a good solid beat for our first track. Let's check out, we've got theLostElf is our second beat for this song. Let's just vary these hi-hats a bit. Let's drop that kick a bunch, drop that, or snare rather, and let's drop these snares a bit. Let's check out theLostElf's beat. Nice. This is grooving. Nice. Let's see. And so we have, oh yeah, I'm supposed to go to this screen. Go to this screen. And what do I do? Oh yes, I listen to the sounds quick. They are similar, you're right, Jonas, but if you look at them visually, here's what they look like visually. Whoops, why is it not doing it? Something's going wrong. Yeah, here's the 2 beats. For some reason I can't switch between them, but I know how I'll show you. They're similar in that they both have snares on 2 and 4, but otherwise they're pretty different. See? But I guess not quite as dramatically different as sometimes. We got Arctic Noise lead from Kysiltan. And LostElf Sastiel, don't worry, I'm going to use both your beats. They'll both be in the song, don't worry. I always use both beats. Unless I somehow forget, which I usually don't. Breaks bass from Ship Snacks. '70s funk clav. We've got alto sax. Oh, that's to say the break space was from Ship Snacks. The clav was from Death Killer. We got alto sax from Apicella. Now what are we gonna do to this sax? Do a little bit of something to it. I think I want to put a phaser on it. There we go. Cool. That'll be our alto sax. And we have Bali Bells from Marimba Mime. Hi, B King Usu. B King Usu. Is that right? Welcome back. Apicella, did you ever get a chance to check out Eddie Harris? Specifically Eddie Harris when he was using a device, I think it was called the Baritone or something. Bali Bells, and lastly we've got Bombay Pluck from Carlito. Whoops. Just need to, I realize I didn't zero out before we started. There we go. Okay. Okay, you guys choose which sound starts the song. Let me bring up that window. I'll play them once more so we can start with one of those drum loops. Or Arctic Noise lead. Break space. 70s funk clav. Our affected alto sax. Bali Bells. Or Bombay Pluck. Those are your options. I'm gonna hydrate. I can feel my voice is raspy. I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah, it's 1, 2 of you. How you doing, 1, 2 of you? It's like a vote from Karn 12. How's it going, Karn? Okay, I think you guys have had enough time. Oh no, votes are still coming in. I'll wait a moment more. A moment more. Let's see. As of now, Jonas, you cannot request vocals. You can't. The only thing that can be requested are sounds on the keyboard. Eventually, I'll probably let you guys request vocals and the different horns and different instruments I play. But for now, those are only the kid requests. Just because I never know how I'm feeling physically, and those instruments require so much physicality. I like to play it by ear a bit. It's bro. How you doing, bro? Okay, ending voting. Ooh, it's a tie between Arctic Noise Lead and Bombay Pluck. So we're going to let the Greeks break the tie. And it's Arctic Noise Lead, decided by Tethys. Tethys broke the tie. So, let's see. I press this button now. That's right. What am I supposed to do? Oh, yes. Okay. Laspis asks, no more kazoo. I think I remembered to take it off the website because it was not supposed to be there. In theory. Hey Ariana, how you doing? Is the family feeling a little better? I hope. Okay, let's see. You guys asked for Arctic Noise Lead. Okay, so I'm going to launch into our first improv of the day. So while I'm playing, remember to be suggesting titles. I'm looking at my queue, and it looks like I don't have too many I've got maybe 6 drum fills in the queue. So definitely, if you're a regular, you can request a drum fill to help fill it up. If you're new and you've never made a request, make some requests while I'm playing. And yeah, let's see. I think we're going to start. We're starting, what do we start? We're at 75 beats a minute from Drift Monkey, D minor from Dom Dude. So a nice, just mellow key, mellow tempo to start. So here we go. How about the that filter wad echoed alto sax from Apicella that ended that? That was nice mellow way to start our show. We had nice drum loops from Sachiel and theLostElf. A bunch of good sounds from every sound was fun to use. Thanks, guys. Oh, I'm doing pretty good, bro. Oh, Cool Blue Reason is here. Did I miss anyone? Oh, Darafin. Okay. Okay, well, so far we have survived and not had any apocalyptic bugs. So did you guys come up with some titles? I hope so. Yeah, I see a cue. That's good. Okay, let's see what you guys came up with. So remember, do not vote till I press the begin voting button. Man, why can't I hear myself today? Weird. We got, this is Sector 92 from Kysiltan. Cosmic Teapot from theLostElf. I like this. Techno Suburbs from B. Kangusu. Let's see. Two more. Let's see. Toxic Breeze from Bro. And let's see. Warped Incognito from Death Killer. So those are your options. So if you like any of those titles, type the number in chat. And we will name this. We will immortalize what we just heard. Hey, it's Tim. How you doing? Tim, I can't remember if I mentioned on stream, but I love that video of you and Matt grooving. That was awesome. Darafin, the in-ear monitoring is how I've always done it. I'm glad you didn't notice them because ideally with in-ears, the point is that no one sees them. Did I get any of your snaps? I don't think I've checked. So no, I haven't checked Snapchat yet today. I know I'm a horrible snapper. I need to have some alert on my phone that, Ager Maximus. Okay, I'll wait a moment for titles. Yeah, I've been working almost nonstop since I last saw you guys Friday night. Just trying to finish these two major projects this weekend. Both of which are mostly done, but one that doesn't really impact you guys, just helps me with the show. One that will really impact you guys, I'm hoping. I'm hoping you guys are will be as excited as I am. And that should be ready tomorrow, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. Okay, I'm ending voting. Cosmic Teapot. That track will be remembered as Cosmic Teapot from theLostElf. Thanks for the suggestion, LostElf. Also for your drum beat. Oh, that reminds me. What did I do on this? I played a little melodica. I think that was it. I didn't sing or anything, yeah. Let's see. This is the first song, Tim. I started a little late. Okay. Now, crossing our fingers that things will keep working. Oh, thanks, Sasho. Thanks for your drum loop. Oh, Matt's headed home. That's good. Glad he traveled safely. Oh, thanks, Lost Elf. Let's see. Okay, I'm creating a new empty track for us to fill with sounds. And this is the one of two parts of the little cycle we do over and over on this show that I cannot really speed up. It's just has to wait while the computers do their thing. Always takes a little while. Inkney, welcome to the show. Inkney asks, how did you get rich? I'm the opposite of rich. I am currently worth negative. If you add up everything I have, I am worth less than zero. But I'm okay. I'm not. But no, I'm not rich. Let's see. Okay, keeping our fingers crossed. This is the part of the process that could break that I changed. It's good so far. It's working so far. Sweet. Let's see. And that is working. And there we go. Oh, it's so fast now. Love it. Love it. So psyched about that. All the effort I put in this weekend is paying off. I think. I think. I'm noticing though I'm having I have very few key requests right now, so I hope you guys make a few key requests soon. Okay, so what do we have? We've got a key of F from Apicella. That is Apicella's favorite key, the key of F. We're at 103 beats a minute from Cool Blue Reason. Hey, Big Star Tuna. Let's see. Drum loops from Chief's Cheddar and Fin Whistle. We got, we'll look at our sounds in a moment. Drum fills, we never have enough time to verbally list every drum fill, but they will be credited on the lower left part of the screen as I'm playing. Jonas Kill says, do you have the program installed on an SSD? One of my computers has an SSD, but the computer that I have a program that there's a server distributes, and the server is not on an SSD. Okay, let's see. So you guys have given me everything I need. It's awesome. Are we gonna fill every slot today? We've done one show so far where every slot was requested by a human. So maybe this will be our second one. Hey, C-Back, how you doing? Oh, thanks, Drift Monkey. And bro. Oh, Tim, you never need to apologize for the sounds you request. Whatever they are, it'll be fun if you're, fun challenge. Okay, let's see. What am I supposed to do? Oh, yes. We got our cavern kit. There it is. Massive cavern kit. Let's see. What am I supposed to do? Drum fills. Oh, yes. Bring in our drum fills. Let's bring in our drum loops. Chief Cheddar. Nice. Chief Cheddar. That's a fun username. Okay, we're going to vary those hi-hats a bit. Let's vary this kick. Drop it a bit. Drop that snare a bit. Just add a kick. Snare there. And that's looking good to me. Let's check out Chief Cheddar's beat. Nice. Thanks, Chief Cheddar. Yeah, I agree. It'd be helpful to have more SSDs, but there are many things that would be very helpful for me to have that are currently out of reach. Someday, maybe. Finwizzle's beat. Let's see. The mighty Finwizzle. Drop these hats just a bit. Drop that snare a lot, but I want to leave that snare. That's going to be fun right there. Add a kick. Make that more of an echo. Add a snare. Let's make these more like ghosted. Actually, bring that back. Okay, let's check out Finwizzle's beat. I just want to add one hat there. Nice. That is groovin'. Okay, let's check out the sounds you guys give me. Acid etch bass. Kysiltan. I'm still working on this one. Kysiltan. It's interesting. The attack on that almost reminds me of an acoustic bass. Upright. We got 12-string dual from Dorf. Double bass from Carlito. Got trickling ice crystals from Ship Snacks. Uh-oh, and then Tim sounds. Tim warned me about this. Hi, Berchachu. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Oh, that is awesome. That's not a weird sound, Tim. That's long sweep, and then we have Lucky Time. So is this the one you're talking about? Ah, both those sounds make my job easy. Long sweep. Ah, love it. Okay, those are the sounds. You guys are going to choose which sound starts the improv. Oh, sorry, Brechacho. I apologize. I apologize. Brechacho. In my defense, my chat program is very far away from me. And sometimes in my old age, my eyes blur and I misread people's usernames. So I apologize, Brechacho. Okay, these are your options. We can start with one of the drum loops or one of these sounds. Acid etched bass. 12 string. Double bass. Trickling ice crystals. Long sweep. Or lucky time. That's pretty nice. Okay, you guys voting? Oh, I see some votes are coming in. Cool. Oh, and Brucos is here. How's it going, Brucos? Aha. And Zoom. It's been a while, Zoom. How are you doing? Oh, it looks like Pelter 8, Meta Prophet, Funky Pigeon are all here as well. Pick up help and knee tap. Wow. Seems like a bunch of people are here already. What's up with that? Something must be wrong. Okay, I'm any voting. Let's see what you guys chose. Trickling ice crystals. Oh, Zoom is studying for finals. Well, I'm not studying for finals, so I'm doing pretty well. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. Good luck, though. I hope they go well. You in college or grad school? Or high school? High school usually doesn't have finals, right? That would be... Well, I think actually in high school I had finals, so now that I think back. Okay, we're starting out with trickling ice crystals. Hey, fire liquid dumps. I don't know what that is, actually. Tim says I'm such a pessimist. What did I just say that seemed pessimistic? Or are you being is it sarcastic? I can't. That's the problem is with the stream delay. I'm delayed, and so you guys, when you react to something, it's to something I said like 20 seconds before. So I'm trying to think, what did I say 20 seconds ago? 20 seconds ago was so long ago. Brett Chacho says high school. Those were ancient times. That's true. I don't know about for you, Brett Chacho, but for me, it was ancient times. Oh, thanks, Seebeck. Thank you, Seebeck. Seebeck goes way back. Seebeck was around. Seebeck, weren't you essentially the... Didn't James come out of something you wrote, if I remember? I feel like... Okay, let's see. We have our sounds. You guys have chosen Trickling Ice Crystals. So remember, as I'm playing, be thinking about title suggestions. Jonas writes, remember that thing you said 20 seconds ago? It was it was really funny. Yeah, I don't yeah, the delay is definitely... There's a way I can reduce the delay. It's a beta feature on Twitch, and I've hesitated to do it because I don't have quality options yet. And it could, for some of you with slower connections, but eventually I'm gonna kick that on. And that will help. Then I think it's more like a 10-second delay. But it does make conversations harder with the delay. We do our best, though. Thanks for the James. That's right. Thanks for the James. Okay, I'm supposed to play music, right? I'm behind schedule. I've only done one song. I got to hurry up. Okay, so... Yeah, be thinking about titles. If you're new, you've never made a request before, try to make a request. Best way to get on a song is drum fill. That's your best bet. But if you're new, you have a very good chance of getting a drum loop. Okay, let's see. Here we go. That was a nice mellow one. I like the contrast of all those. We had all these sort of pretty sounds, and then we had our pretty slamming kit. I always like when there's contrast like that. Thanks, Josh the Prince. Were you guys? Yeah, it looks like there were a bunch of titles. Sweet. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks for the claps. Okay, let's see. So, as you may have noticed, I had a microphone on my flute. So one of the things I did this weekend was I already had these mics from back in the day. I just hadn't got around to putting them on. But I'm still getting used to it. Okay, let's see, title-wise. Okay, remember, do not vote until I bring 5 titles over, and I press the begin voting button. We've got, let's see. Galactic Phenomenon from Kysiltan. Auditory Sunshine from Finn Wizzle. There's a Silky Smooth Horizon from Big Star Tuna. Digging the Egg from Brechacho. And Little Dream Flask from Sashio. So those are your options. Type the number in chat for the one you feel is your favorite. If you already voted before I press the begin voting button, please vote once more because your vote will not count if I have not already pressed the begin voting button. Did you guys notice the mouse is on screen? Is it on screen? Oh, okay, good. It's driving me nuts. On my Friday show, I realized that my mouse was on. I don't know how the mouse cursor was on my panels or something. Anyway, the votes are coming in. Hey, thanks, Carlito. How are you doing? Oh, did I see Matt showing up? Do you have a good trip, Matt? Okay, I'll wait a moment more. And meanwhile, I will do my little administrative work, which is, what did I do on that? I just did a little flute. Very little, but I guess it counts. Hey, TheKingsCrusader. Did I say hello yet? I'm still having issues with Twitch Alerts follower log. It's not working. Okay. I think I've given you guys enough time. Ending voting. What'd you guys choose? Galactic Phenomenon from Kysiltan. That track will be immortalized as Galactic Phenomenon. I did, Matt. That was pretty crazy. Tim wants me to sing. And Brett Chacho says, I wonder what the Etcetera kid was like in high school. I think I was pretty boring. I just practiced most of the time. That was my thing. I practiced a lot. No worries, KingsCrusader. I'm pretty sure I fixed it. That was my oversight. We'll see, Tim, about singing. My voice feels a little raggedy, but if I'm inspired. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Creating our new empty track for us to fill. Coderman says, what did you play in high school? In high school, my main instrument growing up was trombone. That's I mean, I'm totally out of shape now, but that was the instrument I reached in a superficial sense, the highest technical level. But I was already playing in rock bands by high school, and I was with rock bands. I was playing keyboards, and I can't remember when I started flute. I might not have started flute till after high school. I did a little bit of trumpet that period. But yeah, in high school, I was mostly practicing trombone, of all things. Sorry, Zoom. Have a good night. Oh, nice. Coderman plays trumpet. Brett Chacho says, practice all day, every day since he was in high school. I wish. No, that's not the case. I did practice a lot in my early 20s. From high school, college and early 20s, I practiced a lot. But then life happened and sort of my goals changed. But I really like practicing, and I would like to practice more than I am right now. Right now, I'm only able to practice about 2 hours a day, which feels like nothing. Okay, I'm bringing in these requests. Let's see. Wow, so many. Hey, why is this not working? Oh, I see why. I see why it's not working. Okay. Just bringing these in. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's so fast. So fast now. Amazing. Brett Chacho says, what was your major? I guess my major, I went to had a funny name. Actually, and I sort of want to keep certain aspects of my life to myself. So I'm not going to tell you the exact name of my major because it would make it easy to figure some details out about me. But I essentially majored in visual arts, and I minored in English. Especially creative writing stuff. And visual stuff, I mainly did photography and video, although I did a little bit of drawing. Okay, let's see. Let's load up our sounds. We're in a key of E minor from Kysiltan, 70 beats a minute from Death Killer. We're going to do drum loops from Hacknewers and Krusty 2000. We've got a full set of drum fills. Got the Liverpool kit. I like the Liverpool kit. That's a nice kit. Oh, we got an interesting mix of sounds, looks like, too. So let's zero out. Get everything back to 0. So Coderman, who's your favorite trumpet player? My favorite trumpet players. It depends on the decade, but I mean, I love Miles Davis's music. He's not necessarily my most favorite trumpet player, although I love his trumpet playing. I love the cornet player Nat Adderley. I love him. Who else? Lee Morgan. In terms of jazz trumpet players. Herb Alpert. Nice. Herb Alpert is this one song. It's so catchy. What's it called? It's what was Herb Alpert's biggest hit? It was very sort of loungy from the 60s. Touch of Honey or something. It's something like that. It's so hooky. Hooky, if you guys don't know what that term means, hooky means you hear it in music. It's like a hook grabs you, right? Like a fishing hook. So you especially hear it in pop music. What's the hook of the song? What's the part of the song that's going to grab people? Hey, I'm way ahead of myself, aren't I? Way ahead of myself. We're not even ready there. We got our Liverpool kit. Codaman likes Louis Armstrong. Nice. Death Killer says, are you considered a music producer engineer? I don't think I would consider myself that. But then I don't necessarily, I don't know. I guess, yeah, I don't know if I've done enough production or engineering. I mean, I guess I've done a fair amount, but I think I just like to think of myself as somebody who makes sounds do things. I wrangle sounds. I'm a sound wrangler. Okay, let's see. What am I supposed to do? Oh, yes. I'm supposed to initialize, import our track names. Generate our drum fills. I don't want to get too far behind. Generate our drum loops. We got loops from Hocknurs and Krusty. KingsCrusader says, need a cowboy hat. I should. I think that's gonna be my thing. Is I'm gonna have lots of different hats, fezzes, and I don't know, whatever. Every single maybe that'll be my thing. So you guys don't get bored of looking at me. Got to change it up. I can't just wear T-shirts every day, right? Yeah, Wynton Marsalis, that guy's pretty amazing to be able to do both classical music and jazz. That's tough. I think Miles Davis actually, I think he went to Juilliard, so he was pretty crazy technique. And then Miles got tired of practicing, I think, in his later years. He was still unbelievable, but you can tell I'm done practicing. I don't need to practice anymore, was I think what Miles was thinking. Let's see. Hacknewer's beat. We are going to vary those hi-hats like I always like to do. Make this snare more of a ghost. Ghost that snare a bit. Ghost that snare a bit. Yeah. Ghost that. Okay, let's check this out. Actually, in that kick. Check out Hacknewer's beat. Nice. This is gonna be a nice mellow groove for our 70 beats a minute as requested by Death Killer. And then we got Krusty 2000. Let's see. We're going to ghost these snares just a bit. And this snare. And you know, let's do 4 on the floor since we have 2 kicks there. And let's drop these hats. Do I want to... Okay, let's check out Krusty's beat. I'm liking that. Those are both sweet. Hey, Anthrax, how's it going? Okay, what am I supposed to do now? Oh, yes. I'm supposed to demo our sounds. We got... Oh, good night, Perchacho. Got metallic reeds from Krusty 2000. And first note of the night. Something is not listed correctly on my screen. I want to remember to fix that. Key synth. So that's metallic reeds. We have violins pizzicato from Brucos. We also have violas from Epic Evil. Hey, I didn't see Epic Evil. How you doing, Epic Evil? Oh, thanks, Sammy Samos. I hope you'll check me out. It should be tomorrow or later this week, but I'm about to do a pretty awesome upgrade in production value. Or I always think so, but I'm not telling anyone what it is, just on the chance that I'm not able to do it. But I tested the hardware today. The hardware's working. I just got to do the software side of it tomorrow. Cloud Shimmer from Hacknewers. I've been good. Thanks, Epic Evil. Hear that? At the end of that pad sound is sort of it's almost like percussion something. That's pretty sweet. Lo-fi pad from Haxy. Nice. And then we've got Basic Synth Det. D-E-T. That's an interesting name. From theKingsCrusader. Okay, nice. Those are our sounds. You guys are going to choose which sound will start the improv. I'm trying to speed up so I'm not too far behind our 2 songs an hour minimum that I like to do. Oh, yes. You guys there we go. Okay, those are your options. Metallic reeds. Violins pizzicato. Violas. Cloud Shimmer. Lo-fi pad. Basic Synth DET. Or we have 2 drum loops, so we can start with any of those. Type the number in chat if you haven't already that you'd like. I know, Jonas, I'm sorry. I am thinking, we'll see. At some point I might add a Saturday show that is in the afternoon for all the European Union viewers. We'll see, but I can't do that yet. but maybe eventually. Okay, votes coming in. Hey, Zablonga. I've been streaming for, looks like, a little over an hour or so, hour and a half. I think we've done 2 songs so far, I think. But we should have done 3. I'm behind schedule. I'm going to wait a moment more and then end voting. And actually... yeah, definitely. If you're not listening with headphones or earphones, you're missing out on all the stereo effects that some of these sounds have. On the other hand, there's always the chance that some sound will be pretty loud unexpectedly and you'll be bumming. So it's a trade-off. I try to have my my sound levels pretty close to max, so that if something loud happens, it's going to get compressed, and it'll be more just annoying and not hurting your ears. Okay, I'm ending voting. What'd you guys choose? Cloud Shimmer. Nice. Oh, no worries, Coda Man. Good luck with the exams. Yeah, and anyone else who hasn't, who's studying for exams, for your finals, I wish you the best. Wish you the best on them. I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore. What did I want to check over here? Something I was supposed to do. Well, I forget. Okay, so I'm going to play this improv. If you have never made a request before, please, try to make a request, and I hopefully I'll be able to get you in on the next track. And everyone can be suggesting titles as we're playing. Okay, here we go. Wish me luck. Whoops. That was a nice, pretty one. Oh, nice mellow beats from Hacknewers and Krusty. Oh, really nice sounds. Easy sounds to use for that. We had 70 beats a minute from Deathkiller, E minor from Kysiltan. We had, I apologize for the technical problems. There are good reasons for them happening. It's because I don't have everything that I need yet for this. Well, it's hard to explain, but it'll all make sense later this week. But let me just see if I can come up with a solution, a temporary solution. Just 1 second. I'm just do-si-do over here. Oh, thanks, Jer Maximus. So, hopefully the keyboard cam doesn't die again. I'm having to change everything around, and adding some things. And because I'm adding some stuff, I was short some gear I needed, so I'm waiting for that to arrive. But it means that the keyboard camera might stop every once in a while. Axie says, is he streaming from another planet? Sometimes it feels like it. I think the only way to leave the screen, right, to go off camera is to do-si-do. You have to do-si-do. You know, you can't just walk off screen. You got to do-si-do off screen. Okay, did you guys come with titles? Let's see. Oh, yes, you did. So as always, wait to vote till I press the begin voting button or your vote will not count. Let's see. We got Ghost Trails from the Lost Elf. We have... Let's see. Birth of the Universe from Dorf. Interstellar Tiptoe from Epic Evil. We've got Celestial Shore. Celestial Shore from Hacknewers. I love the title suggestions with Lumix in them, but that's where I think Lumix is a trademarked name, and I can't put trademarks in titles. And let's see, one more, Silent Echoes from Deathkiller. So those are your options. Type the number in chat corresponding to your favorite title. Hey, S.J. Cantory. Now, wait a moment while you guys start your voting. Let's see. Meanwhile, I sang on that, right? Yes. Oh, wow. It looks like... First kind donation of the day from Chief Cheddar. Thank you, Chief Cheddar. Thank you so much. Thanks for your generosity. Let's see. Is it, you guys voting? Okay, I'll wait a moment more. Okay, I'm ending voting. Ending voting. Let's see what you guys chose. Ghost Trails. It was close. That will be forever remembered as Ghost Trails. That was a suggestion from theLostElf. But thank you to everyone who made suggestions. Hey, Trang. How you doing, Trang? Welcome back. Good to see you. And let's see. Oh, yes. I'm supposed to press this button, and then I'm supposed to press this button. We're going to create a new empty track. I'm hoping my camera is not shut off again. Bad camera. I'll give you guys a little more detail while I wait for the computer. Why that is happening is that, as you guys know, I've had two cameras for about, well, when I started the show, I just had one camera, and then I've had two cameras maybe for a couple weeks. And originally I was using batteries with the cameras, but then for the two cameras I got basically wall warts for the cameras. But I'm adding a third camera tomorrow or the next day. And the fact that I'm adding a third camera is hopefully cool, but it's what it is going to do is what is different and that I'm not telling you guys about. It's going to be a surprise. But anyway, I have three cameras, but I don't have chargers for three. And this other camera, the new one, is set up in a way that is very difficult for me to change the battery. And so it is on the charger, and the keyboard cam is back on a normal battery. They're much more reliable when they're plugged into the wall. So that's the issue. But I should have a charger for the keyboard cam soon, and that will never happen again. Hey, Coffee Traveler. You're from the you were part of the ACS raid? Oh, thanks, Trang. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Oh, yes, we're bringing in requests. Let's see. Just get this started. Whoops, what am I doing? Okay. Oh, good, some key requests. Looks like we got a new request from somebody. Captain Omnom17 has requested our drum kit. Oh man, it just is so fast now. Oh, I'm so pleased. All my work this weekend has been worth it. So we have Key of C minor from Dom Dude, 95 beats a minute from Carlito, drum loops from Ship Snacks and Chief Cheddar. We're going to watch out for the drum fills as I'm playing. Those credits will happen as I'm playing. Let us look at... We'll look at our sounds now. Okay, loading up our sounds. Some of you might also notice that I got the lights behind me a little more centered and symmetrical than they've been. I can't tell you how much of a headache it is to do that because of the geometry of the room and the way the camera is situated. And there's all these monitors in front of the camera. Okay, we should have our heavy kit from Captain Om Nom. There it is. Nice, good solid acoustic kit. So we can initialize, import our track names, generate our drum fills. Whoops, in theory. There they go. Generate our drum loops. Let's check these out in a moment. Let's see. We have a beat from Ship Snacks. Let's do it on this. Drop this snare a bit, add a kick, and that looks good. It's gonna be, keep it simple. Be a simple one. I like that though. I'll add one kick. Okay, let's check out Ship Snacks beat. Nice. Then we have Chief Cheddar. Look at all these open hi-hats. It's going to be intense. It's going to be real syncopant. Let's check this out so far. Oh, the hat. Oh, it's pretty subtle open hi-hat. Nice. I'm digging that. So those are our beats, Chief Cheddar and Ship Snacks. Let's check out our sounds. Yeah, Death Killer. I feel like this is the most. Every song has been acoustic kit. I think that's rare. Usually people are requesting the electronic kits. I think often the acoustic kits are easier to work with. Certainly drum fill wise. Agile synth bass from Zeph 43. We got Din DX bass from Best Mommy. Bebop organ from Trang. Violin staccato from Brukos. Russian Melodica from TheKingsCrusader. I'm going to fix something while I can see it. Why? Just going to... The usernames get cut off. I don't like that. You guys can't see it. This is on my little helper screen. Just increasing the width. There we go. The TheKingsCrusader fits perfectly now on my screen. Hi, Miguel. Thank you. Hey, is this Skillet? We'll listen to Melodica. That's right. There we go. Lastly, we've got XP Hooky from Chief Cheddar. Cool. Let's check out these sounds once more. You guys choose which one we start with. Or we could start with one of the drum loops. I'll play them once more. We got Agile Synth Bass. I have to remember to play it up here. We got Din DX Bass, which I think I'm going to play higher. We got Bebop Organ from Trang. Violin Staccato from Brucos. Russian Melodica. And XP Hooky. Oh, and I just thought of something I wanted to do on my to-do list. There we go. That'll be helpful to me. Okay. You guys voting? I hope so. Oh, yeah. Votes coming in. Good. Z-Skillet is also studying for finals. So many of you guys are stuck in finals. Do you get some ASMR effect with the paper? What are some ASMR things people like? Is it... Does anyone in chat experience the ASMR phenomenon? I do not, sadly. Doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, I have to say, guys, well, yes, finals are hard and stressful, and I do not ever want to deal with them again. Once I started having to make a living and had clients and stuff in the various things I've done in my life, I realized that school is so much easier than working, at least for me. School, when you're in college, you have so much free time. It's crazy. Okay, I think you guys have, but I know I'm not to minimize what you guys are going through, because finals, I think what it is that most of the semester, it's pretty chill, and then finals come around and you're like, oh no, what have I been doing for the last 3 months? And then you're pulling all-nighters, and so I know it's rough, but working is a different kind of rough. Actually, here's a question for chat. Which is worse? Having to write a paper or taking a final? Which is worst? Which do you guys think is worse? Okay, many voting. Oh, we're starting with Ship Snack's drum loop. Deathkiller says I should make music out of the paper I was rustling. Well, that's what Seebeck. Seebeck's still watching. Seebeck gets real creative with using different sounds. Chief Cheddar says taking a final. Paper. Final. Oh, you guys are going back and forth. My vote is finals. I'd much rather write a paper, personally. I can't stand tests. Well, I should tell you, I don't like tests where I have to write. This is why. I don't know if any of you guys are like this, but if I'm writing by hand with a pen, you got the blue books when you're taking the final exams, right? And you have to write by hand. I feel like my intelligence drops by 80% when I have to write by hand. I'm just super dumb. I don't know what it is. So I much rather write a paper that's on a computer. Feel much more comfortable that way. So maybe we all can agree that the worst is having to write a paper as your final, where you've got a clock on the wall, you're having to write by hand. That's like the worst combination, is when you're basically having to do both. Because I definitely had to take a bunch of finals where it's basically 2 questions. That's it. 2 questions. You got 3 hours and you're supposed to write. Okay. I would do this sometimes in finals. I'd spend the first half an hour just staring at the clock, annoyed that I had to do this. And then it'd be almost too late, and then I would furiously write in my blue book and get it all done in time. Okay, so we're starting with Ship Snacks drum loop. So that means I need to change to this screen. And while I'm playing the improv, I hope you guys will be thinking about some title suggestions. If you're new and you've never requested before, now's a good time to make requests for the next song. And if you're a regular and you haven't requested tonight, definitely make some requests. The way my bot, in theory, it might make little mistakes every once in a while. In theory, it prioritizes people who have never made a request that each show. So if you've made, sometime I'm going to do a write-up that explains how the bot works so people aren't wondering if it's black magic or something. Okay, here we go. That was a funky one. I was just digging the XP hooky lead from Chief Cheddar. That was that stab sound, the high synth thing. that was awesome. Oh, we had the sweet bebop organ from Trang. Oh, a lot of good sounds there. Did I get everyone? Yeah, I used all of them. I pretty much, I don't think I've ever missed a sound. We got through all our drum fills. That was pretty grooving. Thanks, guys. I did enjoy that one. It's easy to feel, with the vocals, when it's just the right feel, it makes it easy. So you guys come up with titles, I hope. I'll look at these in just a second. I think I saw something about a profile pic. I know my page is pretty barren. It'll happen. It'll happen. I'm not in a rush about some aspects of this. I'm sort of move at a very considered pace. And I know it is important and will happen, but it is just right now, all of my energy is about making what you guys see on screen and hear on screen as good as possible. And then probably in January is when I will start turning my attention to things like, some, I guess we'll call it branding. I hate that word, but logos and social media stuff. But right now I am just really focusing on what is on screen. Okay, so remember, do not vote until you see me press the begin voting. Oh, thanks, Tiny Tina. How many titles? Oh, let's see. Okay, we've got Disco Chamber from Hacknors. We've got The Pretzel Factory from Coolable Reason. We've got Odyssey from Lake 07. Moonlit Summer Nights from Death Killer. And lastly, we have Dave Feeds Pigeons from skullvalanche. Those are your options. Type the number in chat. Oh, thanks for the offer, Tizonium. Yeah, I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do it, but I'll definitely keep you in mind. Thank you for the offer. No, I think somebody else. I think Dave Flies Kites came from someone else, didn't it? Or was it from you, skullvalanche? We had a song on Friday called Dave Flies Kites. How'd you guys figure out my name is Dave? It's actually not. That would be pretty funny, though, if it was. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's James. People say James a lot in the show. Could be James, could be Dave, or Mike. Do I look like a Mike? Or a Jimmy? Just call me the kid. Skullvalanche is different guy, but the same Dave. Yeah, Dave just does so many. He seems like a nice guy. Don't you want to hang out with Dave? I was about to say he flies pigeons. He feeds pigeons, he flies kites. He is quite the life. Shipsnack says, I thought your name was Etcetera. That is one of my names. I have multiple names. And when I say that, I mean in all seriousness. I am known in this universe by a variety of different names in different contexts. Okay. S.J. Cantor, he says, you look like a Brendan. Okay, I'm ending voting. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Trang knows what it is. My first name is The. My middle name is Etcetera, and my last name is Kid. So just like we normally don't call people by their middle name, that's why you can call me the Kid, because that's my first and my last name. What did I do on this? Oh, you guys voted. It was I didn't even see. Dave Feeds Pigeons. Of course it's Dave Feeds Pigeons. Of course that's what wins. How could I have ever doubted it? So that song will be immortalized as Dave Feeds Pigeons. And that came from Skullvalanche, but there were a lot of good suggestions. Thank you to everyone for your title suggestions. Oh, and it looks like I got a kind, generous donation from theLostElf. Thank you, LostElf. Thank you so much. Let's see. I think it's time to play another track, right? Time to play another track. I'm moving slow tonight. Okay, we're gonna create a new empty song for us to fill with music. That's right. Trang says at this rate there'll be a whole album of Dave Does X. That's true. There will be. Hey, Army. Welcome back. Okay, waiting for this to load. Meanwhile, I want to... Oh, it's still going. I want to check something. Just checking something. Okay. Okay, enough of that. Chief Cheddar says, the Etcetera Kid featuring Dave. Oh, look at that. The trombone is in the frame. I don't like that. Let's see. I am going to start bringing in these requests. And let's see. Okay. Boom. Loaded fast. And we have a key of B from Sashel. 120 beats a minute from Drift Monkey. Sammy Samos says, what a pesky trombone. I know, that trombone just sneaks out where it's not. That trombone was what's it called? Photo bombing? Is that, what is it? Trying to get into frame, get a little screen time. I guess it's not getting enough. At some point, I think it'd be nice to have a way to have some of the instruments in the background But I don't have a way to do it yet that won't look messy. I don't want the background to be messy looking. Okay, we got drum loops from Tiny Tina's Revenge, Arnon Esquire. Looks like Dom Dude and Cool Blue Reason are helping us out with our drum fills to make sure we fill up every slot. That's, yeah, I wonder. My bot really likes you, Cheap Cheddar. Wonder why. I'm just going to check something really quick. It might be doing what it's supposed to be doing, but there could be a bug. I think it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Actually, there are not that many sound requests from different people right now who are logged in. So my bot tries to fill every slot with a different person, but if it can't, then it will. So, like, for example, that's why there's so many drum fills from Dom Dude and Cool Blue Reason. It's because no one else was requesting them. In theory, let me just double check. It doesn't make sense. Huh. That's a good point, cool reason. No, the bot isn't smart that way yet. I need to check something. Hold on, guys. I think I know why this is happening. And I think it's not a mistake, but we'll see in a second. Whoops. Thanks for your patience. I'm just digging into my code and checking one thing. Whoops. Yeah, no, things are working. Things are working. So the way I set up the requests is that if you're not currently logged into chat, or if you have, which can happen two ways, Twitch sends messages telling us if someone's logged in or logged out of chat. So if I get the message that you're logged in, then my bot knows you're logged in, and it will. If you have a pending request, it'll try to fill it. But if you're not logged in, it's going to ignore your request. The other way to make sure you're logged in is when you type a message, then I know you're logged in. So I'm looking at the pending requests, and there were a bunch of people who are no longer logged in. So yeah, it all so far it makes sense. It makes sense. That's good. It's getting worried. But if you guys notice things that seem weird, let me know, because there's certainly possibilities that I have some sort of bug that I'm not realizing. But at least right now, it looks like it's doing what it's supposed to. And the reason Chief Cheddar got more requests is probably because Chief Cheddar is one of our newer friends, I think, and has had fewer requests all time. Anyway. Sorry, we're not going to turn this into a programming stream. Okay, let's see. I'm going to load these sounds. into our workstation. We have Portland Kit from Brucos. Once again, an acoustic kit. Trank says, the information you give us, the more we can game the system. That's a good point. I probably shouldn't explain how the bot works. Yeah, the way I handle requests is going to continue to evolve, because what made sense when I had averaging 5 or 10 viewers doesn't make sense when I'm averaging more. So that's why I did all this work this weekend. And so far, I think it's paying off. Okay, let's initialize, import our track names, generate our drum fills, generate our drum loops. So we have a loop from Tiny Tina's Revenge and Ariona. Oh, Tiny Tina's Revenge fits perfectly. Look at that. 16 characters. Okay, what are we going to do? Let's ghost these a bunch. And ghost this one slightly less. That looks good. Oh, actually, I don't want to ghost those kicks quite as much. What speed are we? 120? Oh, this beat is gonna be something. Tiny Tina's beat. Here we go. You ready for it? I sort of want the other snare right there. That's pretty sweet. Nice. Thanks, Tiny Tina's. We got Ariona Squire, Ariona. Let's see. Let's drop this snare a bit. Drop this snare a bit. We'll add snares there. And a kick, and that will be all we need, I think. Just going to vary our hi-hats a bit. And one hat there. No, I'm going to skip that hat. Let's see how Ariona's beat. I just want to change those snares to this snare. There we go. I like that. That's sweet. Sweet. Those are our beats from Tiny Tina and Ariona. Death Killer asks if I have an acoustic guitar. I do, but I'm not ready to play guitar on stream. Sometime next year. It's going to be a while before I'm playing acoustic or electric guitar on stream. But hopefully sometime next year. And by next year, I don't mean January. I mean like, spring or summer at best. But eventually, I love playing guitar. Just never was that good at guitar, and so I will need that much more time to get back my meager skills that I once had. Okay, let's check out our sounds. We got air cello from Death Killer. Oh, and did I say key of B from Satchel, 120 beats a minute from Drift Monkey. And look at that. That reminds me of something else. Check. Strings. Okay, we got chamber ensemble swells from the TheKingsCrusader. Yeah. Hey, Synthopian, how you doing? Yeah, I'm not familiar with those. I've tried some other VST guitars. Drang says, kids focusing his practice time on the kazoo. Obviously, that's right. I'm practicing kazoo 4 hours a day. We've got harmonic taps from Carlito. Spacious sync from Chief Cheddar. Oh, that's cool. Ghost in the Machine. Oh, this must have been the sound that Tim was alluding to. Okay, this is gonna be an intense one with that sound. It was actually cool. I'm generally a believer that you don't get better from performing, you get better from practicing, at least for me. That's 99% of the time that's true. I don't get better technically on my instrument. I might get more expressive or whatever, but in terms of a technical sense, the way I get better is practicing. But sometimes I discover things, and when I was playing kazoo on Friday, I discovered some things that I could do with kazoo that I didn't know, that I'd never considered doing, which was, I'll tell you guys, I'm going to share my kazoo discovery, is that you don't have to have your lips around the kazoo all the time. Play around with that. Play around with that. It opens up a whole new universe that I'm going to start exploring. Last sound is synthesized voices from Chief Cheddar. Okay. We've heard our sounds. You guys get to choose which sound starts the song. Oh wow, a amazing donation from Synthopian. Thank you so much, Synthopian. Synthopian, you've been an awesome member of our community, and thank you so much. Okay, I didn't press the begin voting button, so Tim and Ormy, type your vote again, and Claptop, just to be safe, type your number, because I don't know if it's going to count otherwise. Yeah, if you have to wait till I press begin voting, or my bot doesn't know that it's a vote. So yeah, that's how it works. I press begin voting, the bot says, oh, that number means it's for this specific vote. So Synthopian and I were chatting today about Synthopian is an engineer, and we're sort of chatting, whispering back and forth about how in music, especially now, there's musicians sort of obsess, and often a lot, and sound engineers too. We're all sort of guilty of this sometimes, with mistakes and trying to fix every single mistake and make things perfect. But when things are too perfect, right, you sort of remove the humanity from it. If it's instruments that are played by humans. I don't think that's quite as true for electronic music, but for like if you're in a rock band and you want to fix every single snare hit so it's perfectly in time and it's the same volume as every previous snare hit, or if every note has to be perfectly in tune. And what I think about with that is, and you guys should all take a moment now or later to look up the song "Why Can't We Be Friends" by the band War, W-A-R. War is one of my favorite bands. They're a funk band, Latin influenced sort of band from the 70s. They first got known because they were backing the Eric Burdon, but then they went solo. And they have this track called "Why Can't We Be Friends?" And you've probably heard it before. And the song starts out with this little keyboard riff. And I think it's just the keyboard. He goes da ba 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 da 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 ba. And the keyboard player plays what is a wrong note, straight up wrong note. And the reason I know it's a quote wrong note is that I've listened to live versions and they never play that quote mistake. But on the studio version, they left it in. It's in the first thing you hear of this song is a quote mistake, a blatant mistake, the kind of mistake that even non-musicians will probably notice. But you know what? It's why I love that song. It just captures the spirit of this song, which is just raw. It's just like live, right? But it was a studio song. I don't know if it was a top 10 hit, but it was a hit. And I have to say, I cannot imagine in the world we live in now a song like that getting released by a major record label. It would just never happen. The label, they'd hear the mistake, or a musician in the band would hear the mistake, or the engineer would hear a mistake, and they say, we can't let that in there. But it's the most beautiful thing, that mistake, because it's not a mistake. It just makes the song. So you guys got to check it out. Make sure it's the studio version of "Why Can't We Be Friends" by War. And it's in the first couple notes. The guy's playing a chord and he hits a note he does not mean to hit. And they left it in, and they made the right decision. They made the right decision to leave it in. And when I hear that song live now, and they don't play it that way, I say, why? Why? It was lovely. It was lovely the way it was. Anyway, sorry, I was going off. It was number 6, TheKingsCrusader says. And Syntopian says, mistakes make music. That's absolutely true. When I'm improvising for you guys, often the coolest things I come up with are mistakes. I do something I didn't mean to do, and it's so much cooler than what I meant to do. Cool Blue Reason calls it a perfect imperfection. Oh, sorry, Dom. Let me paste in Dom's link, because Dom, you're pasting in the song, right? Let me get this. I want you guys to watch this. I can't show it on stream, unfortunately, but for legal reasons, but yeah, it's basically I think it's the 4th chord. You don't have to, you can just listen to it right now. I'm going to paste it into chat. 4th, it's like the 4th, ba 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 da ba, right there. I love it. I cannot tell you how much I love it. But you listen to music in the 60s, 70s, even into the 80s, and it has so much heart, and it's I don't think that it's that the music had more heart than what the music is we're making today. I think the music that's being made today is just as amazing as ever was made then. But we are now so afraid of mistakes. We want perfection. And so studio recordings often don't have quite the same vitality that they used to. There's certainly exceptions to that. There's certainly, people who are finding ways to keep that energy alive. And I'm guessing, like, It was awesome to hear Synthtopian saying these things to me, because it's in a lot of ways it's the engineers who can really keep musicians from over perfecting everything and saying, hey, it's actually great the way it is. You don't need it to be perfect. And I say this, and I'm totally guilty of it, like everybody else, right? If I'm recording a studio track, it's hard to accept a mistake, right? It's hard to say, oh, well, I could sing it a little better, more in tune. I want to, that one note is a little off. It's hard, but you have to say, hey, but that's what happened. It's beautiful what happened. So what if you're a little out of tune? Were you saying something meaningful? That's what matters, not if you were singing perfectly in tune. Okay, I'm ending voting. I hope you guys voted. I've been talking too long. Ghost in the Machine. Okay. I don't know if so much. I don't really blame musicians' motivations. I think a lot of it is technology. In the 60s and 70s, you couldn't fix everything. You just couldn't. There's no way to. Reel-to-reel tape costs a fortune. And so it could be with war, they're like, it's fine. We don't want to spend another $200 on a reel-to-reel tape. Let's just go with it. Whereas now it's like you got your computer, you can just cut something out and paste it. It's so easy to fix everything. But back before computers and stuff, before digital recording, literally, I don't know, Synthtopian, if you've ever had to deal with this, engineers, if they wanted to splice, let's say, 2 different takes together, they'd have to cut this tape, and then tape it together. It was a very slow, laborious process. And so they simply couldn't. But the thing is, if they could back in the 60s and 70s, they would. So they were lucky that they didn't have as much technology in some ways. But I have mixed feelings about technology, because on the other hand, it was much harder for people to record those days. Nowadays, anyone with a computer can record. So that's pretty awesome. So, it's like life is always, you win and lose. You get one thing that's great, but you also lose something in the process. And I think technology is like that. We get a lot of amazing things from technology, but we also lose some things. Okay. I have to be careful. I don't want to get up on a soapbox. This show is not about me standing on a soapbox, right? I was in a band, and we even it was in the early 2000s, we recorded on tape. This is nice. It was nice recording on tape. You have to accept a lot more. You just go with it. Okay. I've probably scared away a bunch of people with all my talking. Yes, this is a music show. No, it's not a talk show. Okay, I'm going to play this song. Ghost in the Machine is with the sound I'm starting with. That was requested by NJ Tim. It's going to be intense. This is a big decision. If you guys had chosen a different sound, it'd be a different song. But with this, man, it's going to start off intense. So here we go. Be thinking about titles. If you're new and never made a request, make a request. Here we go. Oh, that was extended. Hope that was okay. S.J. Cantry says the Ghost Machine didn't last too long. It was there. Yeah, I had to, I couldn't keep it in all the time because it uses crazy processing power. And so I could feel my beats starting to struggle because my CPU was slammed. So that was interesting, yeah, because we sort of start out with that sort of insanity, and then we actually calmed down as it went on. Eventually, I'm gonna have I'll probably have a computer for each sound. I'll have like six computers so that I never have to worry about CPU challenges. But wow, sweet loops from Tiny Tina and Ariona. Oh, that reminds me of something else. Great sounds. I loved Air Cello when that came in from Death Killer. With great choir sounds, TheKingsCrusader. Ghost Machine from Tim, of course. Harmonic taps from Carlito. Bunch of good cheap cheddar sounds. Awesome. A great one. Okay, do you guys have title suggestions? Syntopian says, how much RAM? It's 16, I think, if I remember. Yeah, I added some. The sounds are on my, unfortunately, I have 3 computers that are involved in this show. And the sounds are on the slowest computer. Unfortunately, that was my only, I had no choice but to do it like that. Okay, let's look at the titles you guys have given me. Tizonium says, do you sidechain the drum kit? I do not. I've sidechained stuff for production, like more studio type stuff, but I haven't dealt with that live. I'll be doing more with effects and stuff like that, probably maybe next month. Okay, so remember, don't vote for titles until I press the begin voting button. So this game's from Kysiltan, The Monster in My Closet. So this is the kind of thing where the monster in your closet is all scary, but then it comes out and it turns out to be just a soft, cuddly guy that just is misunderstood. I think that's the metaphor for this song, right? I like this. Ghostly Safari from Santos 96. You guys gave a lot of titles. Haunted Timeline from Dorf. This is interesting. Numbness Awakes from Tube and Knuckle. And if the house wasn't haunted, we could be friends. It doesn't fit. It's so long of a title. But those are your options. Monster in My Closet, Ghostly Safari, Haunted Timeline, Numbness Awaits, and If the House Wasn't Haunted, We Could Be Friends. S.J. Cantry says, are you the type of person who has a lot of ideas or the type who has a few that you just keep forgetting to write down? The former. My to-do list for this show has hundreds of items on it. Literally. I don't mean, oh, I've got so much to do, I've got hundreds. No, there are hundreds. I am using literally accurately here. I don't mean figuratively. I mean there are actually hundreds of things on my to-do list. But I will say this. This is my feeling about ideas, is that ideas are sort of a dime a dozen, right? What's hard is actually implementing ideas. Because an idea you can just, often have an idea, and it takes me, a second to come up with the idea. But to implement the idea might take weeks or months or years. My to-do list for this show, if I added up all the hours it would take me to get through it all, it would probably take 2 or 3 years. Now, wait a moment more. There we go. If the house wasn't haunted, we could be friends. That came from TheKingsCrusader. It's a fun title. So that song will be immortalized as If the House Wasn't Haunted, We Could Be Friends. And what did I play on that song? I don't even remember. Oh, I did voice and baritone. That's right. Oh, and I did a little bull's horn too on it. I totally forgot. Okay. Let's see. How many songs have I done so far? I need to check a few things. Let's see. So I've been at it about 3 hours. I think this I'm going to do one more. This is my last song. I don't want to wear myself out because ideally I'm going to have the energy to do some work after the show and then all day tomorrow, so I can unveil this new thing that I'm excited about. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do an epic show tonight, but we'll do one more track. I'm creating a new empty track now. Good night, Syntopian. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. That's right. Last song, hype. Hey, Yellow Taco Ball. Oh, and Islix is here. How you doing, Islix? Okay, let's bring in these requests. Let's see. And just getting my key. Importing. Here we go. Boom. Yeah, it does. It does really like you, Chief Cheddar. I think it still makes sense, though, what's going on. I'll double check, but I think it still is. Anyway, we got a key of D from Weed 6. We got 90 beats a minute from Dwarf 3D. Drum loops from S.J. Cantry and Karn 12. Never mind, I want to check one thing. Okay, good. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, so we filled up every slot this show. This is the second show we've been able to do this so far. You guys got in. I think you both got slots. TheKingsCrusader. Didn't you? Well, TheKingsCrusader's had a bunch of slots already. But yeah, you got the key. And you got a drum fill. You got two things, Elite 6. Oh, thanks to Zonium. Have a good night. Okay, what are we supposed to do? Oh, yeah. Boutique 808. It's from Best Mommy. Hi, Best Mommy. That's our kit for our last track of the night. Initialize. Import our track names. Generate our drum fills. Generate our drum loops. Okay, S.J. Cantory's drum loop. So, to drop these hats just a bit, add a kick, snare. Drop these snares a bunch. One snare there, that looks good. Let's drop these kicks a bit though. Oh, let's check out the beat. Nice. That's grooving. Karn 12. Let's see. Got a nice open hat right there. Let's see. We're going to drop these two snares a bunch. We'll put snares there. And let's add a kick. Let's drop these kicks a bit. I like those kicks. Drop these snares a bunch. Drop that snare. Let's add a hat there. And that looks like that's it. That's good. Let's check it out. Karn's beat. Nice. That's got two good beats right there. So let's check out our sounds. We've got Acid Sawtooth Bass from Kysiltan. Every time I see it, I have to remember how to say it. Got layered kick bass from Chief Shedder. Bluegrass banjo from Kid Charlemagne. How's it going, Kid Charlemagne? Oh, look at me. I forgot to put everything back to 0. I'm clearly getting tired. And I forget to do that. There we go. Loose strings from Chief Cheddar. Pro tip to KingsCrusader and Elite 6 and everybody. The bot tries to fill your first request, right? So your first request is the one most likely to get filled when there's a lot of requests. Oh no, we're getting raided. Tastes like chicken. Who is this? LT Chicken. Hey, LT Chicken. Thanks for the raid. And the host. Oh, hi, A-Pugs. No worries. This was going to be my last song, but maybe I'll do this one and one more. We'll see. I'll at least do this one. But welcome, chicken family, chicken friends. Tastes like chicken. Welcome, Raiders. So what we're doing, I should explain, right? I should tell you guys. The insanity you guys have been sent into. So I'm the Etcetera kid, as you've figured out from the name above my head somewhere up there on your page. And below me, too. Lots of cues. And everything I do here is improvised. I'm making up music from scratch on the spot. But each song grows out of requests that you guys make. So you guys choose the sounds. You guys choose the speed of the song, the key of the song. You guys, I turn your usernames into drum loops and drum fills. You guys help come up with the titles. You guys choose the title. You guys listen as I drink this amazing water. I guess that doesn't require any collaboration. But anyway, what we're doing right now is we're listening quickly to the sounds that everyone's requested for this next song. And then you guys are going to vote which sound starts the song. And this is an incredibly important choice because I'm improvising, the sound that I start with is going to shape every decision that comes after it. So anyway, we are listening to Made from Stardust from Trang. We got Sin Octave Lead from Ariona. Whoa. Okay. Those are our sounds, and our raiders, I don't think, have heard our beats. So we've got two beats. We've got the S.J. Cantory beat, and this is an option. We also have our Carney 12 beat, which I can't seem to get. Oh, there it goes. So those are the options. I'll bring up our voting screen. Okay. So I'll demo these sounds once more. We've got Acid Sawtooth. Layered kick bass. Bluegrass banjo. Loose strings. Made from Stardust. And Sin Octave Lead. Or we could start with the drum loop. I love how that pops. So those are your options. Oh, it looks like you're already voting. Hey, Puggy! Oh, Nelsky Music's here. Oh, and looks like a awesome, kind donation from Trang. Thank you so much, Trang. You've been so generous to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, how's the vote going? Looks like it's slowed down. Oh, still some votes. I have this annoying thing that happens when I have a button on this keyboard right here, and I switch between music and talk. So I switch to music when I start to perform the song, and it's, I guess, F1 on my keyboard brings up Internet Explorer because it's a shortcut for it or something, and I just keep forgetting to fix it. So every time I start to play a song, my main monitor that's in front of me, that is my streaming thing, suddenly has this huge window that pops up, covers everything, covers chat, covers OBS. That's why you'll see me like I'm trying to do Control W as quickly as I can after I press this button. I just always forget. I think because, well, I'll write it. I should write it. See, now I won't forget. IE pops up. And actually, you know, maybe you guys know how to figure this out, so I don't have to. I'm on Windows 10, and for some reason when I press F1, I press F1, Internet Explorer pops up. Full screen. Okay, I'm ending voting. Made from Stardust. Made from Stardust. Nice. Who requested that? Oh, Trang did. Thanks, Trang. Wow. That was that worked out right there. Okay, let's see. That means I need to press this screen. And I think this is going to be my last song. I don't think I have it in me to do more. I know, guys, I know. But like I said, I spent all weekend working on stuff for the stream. I've spent all day working, and I really want to have this one thing ready for tomorrow. So I think this has to be my last song. But that being said, I hope you'll stick through to the end of the song, because after the song, we'll name it. We will look at our set for the night. We'll say our goodbyes, and we'll pass the good raid vibes that the Chicken Crew, LT Chicken's crew, brought to us. But yeah, hope you'll stick around for this, and anyone who leaves early, my schedule right now is Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, here we go. Last song of the night. It is time to etcetera one last time. Be thinking about titles. Make your title requests as I'm playing. So here we go. Ah, that was a nice mellow mellow end to our show, I think. Nice drum loops from S.J. Cantry and Carney. Oh, lovely sounds. How about that banjo? I used it subtly, but I loved it. The loose string sound from Cheap Cheddar was great. Of course, we started with Made from Stardust, which is a beautiful sound. Definitely inspired the track that followed. We had our bass sound from Kysiltan. Cheap Cheddar I was using more as a melodic line, that layered kick bass. Great. And our octave lead from Ariona I was using very subtly in there. One moment, I think. Is that right? Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thank you. So let's name it. Oh, thanks, Trang. So, let's see. Did you guys come up with some titles while I was playing? So remember, do not... Oh, thanks, everybody. Remember to wait to vote until I have pressed the begin voting button. We've got Savannah Sunset from Islix. Let's see. Intergalactic Banjo from Fractured Encoding. Interstellar Wandering from Ormy. Flight into the Night from Dom Dude. And Dreamlight from Lako7. Those are your title options. Type the number in chat for what you think is the best, most appropriate, or funny, or whatever. Whatever your reason may be for choosing it, type the number. We'll wait a moment. What did I do on that? I did a little trumpet, a little flute, a little voice. Yes, that's right. Okay, votes coming in. Okay, I'll wait a moment more. Moment more for you guys. Oh, thanks Anthrax for the reminder. So, okay, you guys have had time to vote. Let's see what you guys chose. Flight into the Night. It was close. Oh, it was close between that and Interstellar Wandering. But that was so. Flight into the Night was Dom Dude's suggestion. But thank you to everybody for your awesome title suggestions this show. So let's see. Let's look at what we did tonight. We did Cosmic Teapot, Galactic Phenomenon, Ghost Trails, Dave Feeds Pigeons. If the house wasn't haunted, we could be friends. It gets cut off. It's so long. How am I going to handle that in the future? I don't know. Sort of a, well, Flight into the Night we ended on. We had requests from Apicella, Ariona, Best Mommy, Big Star, Tuno, Brucos, Captain Nom Nom, Carlito, Cheap Cheddar, Cool Reason, Death Killer, Dom Dude, Dwarf, Drift Monkey, Dwarf 3D, Epic Evil, Finn Whizzle, Funky Pigeon, Germaximus, Hack Doers, Haxi Isablonga, Jamiro Bruno, Jonas Kyle, Carney, Kid Charlemagne, Krusty 2000, Kysiltan, Marimba Mine, MJ Tim, Ormy, Sashel, Ship Snacks, NJ Cantory, skullvalanche, The King's Crusader, TheLostElf, Tiny Tina's Revenge, Trang, VP, Use Me as a Meat Shield, Elite 6, and Zeph 43. Thanks to all of you for those requests. You guys, it is true, I say it every show, I try to say it every show, but each of these songs would not exist as it does were it not for the requests you guys make. Because improvisation is all about reacting to what's been given to you. So you guys give me these sounds, the speed. So yeah, this is a collaboration. It's awesome to have so many people requesting tonight. I will be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, and tomorrow might be the big unveiling. I don't know. We'll see. I think I can get it done by tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it should be Wednesday, but probably tomorrow. I shouldn't make too big of a deal. You guys are gonna be disappointed, but I'm excited about it. Let's see. We're gonna do a raid. We were kindly raided by LT Chicken. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna make someone's day with a raid. So I'm gonna get that info for you guys. So hang tight while I get this. Let me see. I think Jim's just looking at who's up there. Coolable Reason says elbow cam hype. That's right. I'm gonna have a camera on my elbow, just on my elbow. My elbow is my secret weapon, guys. That is. It's where all my musical improvisational ideas come from, is my elbow. So it needs to be immortalized. Just checking something. I think I see someone on the creative who's doing it says improv piano. I don't know. I've never heard this streamer before, but I like supporting improv. So I'm gonna paste our raid call first, in case you guys don't have it yet. There's our raid call. It's set a raid. So when I post the link, guys, be sure to click on the link so you go to their page, because if you post in our chat, they won't see it. You have to go to their page. So I'm going to paste this link in just a second. Hopefully they're still playing. Oh, I should double check to see if they're still playing. One time I gave a link and they weren't going. Okay, let's see. So I don't know the streamers. Let's be friendly, be positive. Make their day. Here we go. Okay, there's the link. Take care. Have a great night. I hope to see you guys all soon. Yeah.